As you guys already seen my previous video before this, I cut off my hair transplant slash 360 wigs, mainly because I kind of want to see if the hair transplant is going to grow back. Since I've never cut bald before after getting the transplant, you've seen in the last video, I have seborrheic dermatitis. Seborrheic dermatitis, again, is a yeast called the Malassezia yeast, which is in all of us. Some people just have it worse. The Malassezia yeast feeds off excess sebum, your natural oils. On top of the Malassezia yeast feeding off my natural oils, it's also feeding off the products I apply to my hair as a waiver. And always compressing my hair and stuff like that. That's why it's very important to wash, cleanse, detox your scalp and hair in order to kind of dry out the excess oils, the product buildups. That way the Malassezia yeast doesn't really have anything to feed off of. So cleansing is a priority if you want to manage or keep your seborrheic dermatitis under control. Most people who have seborrheic dermatitis, you can't really go a week without washing, right? So you gotta really take your wash days seriously. Today, I'm going to do a deep detox, which I do like once a week with my Aztec bentonite clay. I'm gonna mix this with apple cider vinegar with the mother and some water. And basically, I'm just gonna apply this mask to my hair or my scalp and my face. What it does is it kind of sucks up all your oils and leaves your hair like super dry. It's detoxing and it's also clarifying. So I guess you call this a natural clarifying routine, right? That's what we're gonna do today. Before we get started, I do want to show you guys what the seborrheic dermatitis looks like at the moment. It's only been about 5 days since I scalped and I've been treating the seborrheic dermatitis. So let me show you guys what it looks like currently, and then we're gonna jump into the routine. So yeah, this is what my scalp looks like at the moment. Don't worry about the back. The back looks lighter because this is where I took out hair, you know, for the hair transplant. So like I said, this is never gonna grow back. The donor area is never gonna grow back because they took the hair from the roots all the way out and transplanted it to my corners. So the hairs that used to be here are now in the front. And when it comes to the hair transplant, I don't know, is it growing back? We will see. Yep, this is what we are looking like at the moment. I just showed you the hair transplant. I feel hair's there. It's only been 5 days. So maybe it's gonna grow back, maybe it won't. We're just gonna have to see. But today's video is really just me detoxing. So if you wanna try this routine out, you can definitely do it. You can test it out once a week. If you feel like your hair is a little dry than usual, then do it every 2 weeks, right? It's just a natural way to detox your hair with your Aztec bentonite clay without going in with harsh shampoos or harsh chemicals. I'm going with my apple cider vinegar. Let's shake it up first, mix everything up well. And just a little bit. And we're gonna add some water. And we're gonna grab the Aztec bentonite clay. You want to make sure to mix with a plastic spoon. You want to do this like you're making pancakes. You know, when you're making pancakes, you just keep adding flour until you get the consistency that you like. So you're just going to keep adding the clay until you get that nice consistency. It's still a little too watery for me, so I'm going to add a little bit more clay. So I add it to the top of and I get the mixing. If you want to get this down, you know, the correct way, you could definitely measure out the water, the vinegar, and the clay. You can measure out a ratio and then, you know, just write that down so that way next time you do it, you just remember and you won't have to keep adding just to make sure you get the perfect, you know, the perfect texture that you're looking for. Now this is the consistency I'm looking for right here. Yep. I like this consistency, so I will not add any more bentonite clay. And yeah, so now we're gonna start applying this to the scalp. I'm gonna go ahead and apply it to my scalp, my face, and you know, everywhere. You don't need to wear gloves, but I'm just gonna wear it. And now all I'm gonna do is just grab it and apply it to my hair. If you don't want the bentonite clay mask to be super extracting, super detoxing, and super clarifying, you can add your own, you could add some oils to it. You know, add some hemp seed oil, grape seed, you know, tea tree essential oil. Maybe do like 15 to 20 drops of tea tree, depending on how much you're making. You know, anywhere from 5 to 10 drops, depending on your formula. Don't add too much. You know, you don't want to overpower the mask with too much essential oil because it's so strong. So yeah, you could definitely add some oils of your choice, so that way it's not super drying, you know, and you're still kind of like moisturizing at the same time. So you have oils in there to make the bentonite clay mask not super drying to the scalp. But then my reasoning for doing this because I want it to be super drying, so I don't add any oils and stuff like that. But you know, I'm just letting you know that there are options. You could definitely add some oils to it, especially if you're doing it once a week. You know, if you're doing it once every 2 weeks, you know, you don't really need to add oils, because the reason for it is to be super detoxing, to really suck out the excess product buildup and excess oil buildup. So yeah, all right, I think I made too much. I usually make this much when I have hair, but since I don't have hair, I'm bald at the moment, I think I made way too much. So I have some leftovers. I really don't know what to do with it. Now, I'm gonna let this sit 15 minutes. Okay, so it's been around 15-20 minutes for me, and you'll know you're ready to rinse out when it starts to crack like this, right? It hardens up, it cracks. That means it's time to rinse out. So now I'm gonna go to the tub and rinse out with lukewarm water, keeping the hair cuticles, the pores open. That way I can go ahead and start my hydration process. Okay, so I've just rinsed out the bentonite clay mask for my scalp and face. Now we're gonna start the rehydration process. So we're gonna start off with our strawberry mint shampoo bar. You can go ahead and grab yours at restessentials.store. Open it up. I try to make it look as much as a strawberry as I could, so don't judge me. Got the little seeds in there. I try to make it pink, you know, and it smells amazing too. I'm also going to wet my hair a little bit. I mean my scalp. I really don't have no hair at the moment. The reason why this is called a continuous spray bottle, well, I call it the continuous spray bottle, I think that's the name of it, is because when you spray, even if you let go, it continuously sprays. So that's why they call it the continuous spray bottle. So we're gonna go ahead and shampoo our scalp to start the hydration process. This shampoo is not a clarifying shampoo, so you can use this twice a week if you want. It's not really gonna dry your hair out because it has oils and glycerin in there, so don't worry about it drying your hair out. When you're using your shampoos, make sure it has oils in there, just so you know you don't dry out your scalp, kind of like the bentonite clay or just a regular clarifying shampoo would. I'm actually going to grab my silicone scrubber, continuously spray that. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this to exfoliate my scalp. Now I do have peppermint in here, so if you feel a little tingly, just notice the peppermint doing its thing. We're gonna go ahead and rinse out once more. Lukewarm water, keeping the hair cuticles and the pores open. And then we're gonna lock in our moisture. So I'm just gonna spray some water, just a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my frosted berry moisturizing butter. Along with my strawberry mint moisturizing oil. Shake it well. As you can see, my face is glistening, scalp is glistening, you know. Great shine, moisture is locked in. My hair's gonna be hydrated for the rest of the day. When I go to sleep, I'm gonna put a bonnet on so that way I don't lose moisture. And then tomorrow, it's a new day, you know? So, yeah, this is my cleansing, detoxing, and hydrating routine all in one. I'm gonna show you guys the final results right now. And don't forget to get your products at narestessentials.store. But yeah, this is the scalp seborrheic dermatitis update. Now when it comes to the hair transplant, I'm gonna show you guys a close-up to see if it's actually growing back. Is the hair transplant growing back, or did I waste my money? Let's focus on the donor area real quick. This is what the donor area looks like. They took hair from here all the way in the back. They took out 2,400 grafts of hair from the donor, and this is what it looks like on a low cut. It looks better when my hair's grown out, so we'll see. Let's trust the process, continue with this journey, and yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know this is not your regular 360 wave content, but right now, taking a little break from 360 waves, working on trying to control this seborrheic dermatitis, seeing if my hair transplant is gonna grow back, or if I wasted my money. It's a lot going on right now, man. It's a lot going on, I'm stressed. You guys, make sure you go ahead and grab your products at narestessentials.store. I go on, make the products for you guys from scratch, natural ingredients, no preservatives. Everything is natural. I'll ship them out to you, have them delivered to your door, your front doorsteps. Appreciate you guys for supporting. If this is your first time seeing the clay mask, hey, I hope you give it a try. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to see you on my next one. Peace.